Hello students, I Kamlesh Kumar. Welcome to all of you at my YouTube channel Social Science Academy. We are studying history chapter of class 8, that is the impact of British rule on India. In the previous videos we have already discussed about the condition of education under the British rule. Now let us discuss the social impact, that is what were the influence of British rule on Indian society. So let us see. The British did not like the customs, traditions and culture of Indians. They considered Indians uh, barbarians, inferiors and discriminated against them. So Britishers mainly considered Indians as barbarians, uncivilized, and they discriminated with Indians on the basis of the culture, their uh, color of skin. Uh, now, uh, English educated Indians wanted to free the Indian society from evils, superstitions, and rituals. Uh, Many reforms movement were started. Reformers like Ram Mohan Roy, Ishwar Chandra, Vidyasagar, and Swami Dayanand Saraswati wanted to eradicate the evils from Indian society. They uh, then compelled the British to pass some laws to introduce social reforms in India. So, what happened when the English educated were introduced in India? Many Indians got education in English medium is school. They got enlightened. They uh, uh, came to know that there are many social evils in societies. In society, there are superstitions, blind faith, and they wanted to eradicate the society. And they started some socio-religious reform movement. They also compelled British government to take some legal initiatives to make some laws to bring the changes in the society. So what happened? Sati was an inhuman practice when a widow was forced to burn herself on the funeral pyre uh, of her husband. It was abolished in 1829 by the Governor General William Bentinck at the insistence of Raja Ram Mohan Roy, a social reformer and crusader of for the cause of women. So what happened that in India there was a tradition of sati system, means when a husband of a wife is dead, then on the last rituals which was to be performed as per the Hindu customs, she has to sit alive on the funeral pyre of her husband, and she had to emulate herself with the fire on the funeral pyre. So it was an inhuman practice, and Raja Ram Mohan Roy started a movement against it, and he convinced Lord William Bentinck to pass a laws, and in 1829 by legal or by an act, this social evil was eradicated and it was abolished from India. So female infanticide, killing of infant girls, was banned by law in 1870. So in 1870 female infanticide was banned, and child marriage of children as early as 1 or 3 years of age was banned by law in 1829. So these are very important years, students, and you will have to remember it. And again in 1929, The Sarda Act of 1829, after amendment, fixed the age of marriage at 18 years for girls and 21 years for boys. Underline this uh, fact, and you will have to remember it is not only for the 8th class, it can be asked in other competitive exam also, so you will have to remember it for lifetime, that Sarda Act was passed in the year 1929, and this act fixed the age of marriages for boys and girls respectively. For girls it was fixed at 18 years, and for boys it was fixed for 21 years. So it applied to all people living in British India and not only Hindus. It was the result of social reform movement in India, and it was also a great victory of Hindu and Muslim women's group who opposed child marriage. So what we are seeing, that the condition of women were very vulnerable during the British rule, and it was carried on from ancient time. So the Britishers, by demanding from educated Indians, they tried to bring some social changes in Indian society. Uh, Widow Remarriage Act was passed by the British government in 1856, and it was with the persistent effort of Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar that widow remarriage was legalized. So you can also remember that in examination it can be asked who was the pioneer to start the movement for widow remarriage, and it was Ishwar Chand Vidyasagar, and due to his effort the Britishers passed an act in 1856, and widow remarriage was legalized in India, and the condition of women was also uplifted, and it was one step ahead in the improvement of the condition of the Britishers during the British rule. Now let us see the next line. Up to 1920, only the enlightened Indian men worked for the welfare and upliftment for women. They not only opposed discrimination against women but also dedicated their lives to the cause of religious and social reforms. Later on, many educated women also joined welfare programs. In 1927, an All India Women's Conference was organized, and gradually the Indian society came to accept equality of men and women. So the foundation for the upliftment of women was laid in during the British rule, but it was not the determination of Britishers only. It was due to the educated Indian classes who relentlessly put their effort to bring up the condition of women during the British rule, and it was the great socio-religious reform movement, and there were many social religious reformers during the British rule. We will see one by one. In the next video we will see the introduction of socio-religious reform movement. So students, if you are liking my videos, please smash on the like button, and please subscribe my channel so that you will get the earliest notification of the new videos. Please share these videos with your friends so that they will also get benefited from these videos, and in the coming videos we will discuss the social religious reform movements. So please subscribe the channel Social Science Academy to be the part of Social Science Academy family. Thank you, have a nice day, keep watching and study well.